Lone Depot Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back. All right, first pitch coming up. Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. And we're underway in this interleague matchup. Fouled off left side.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Number 8, Kyle Teal.
Paddock, a guy that really fills up the strike zone. Rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
Sliced hard but foul. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first. On the hill for the White Sox, Anthony Kay. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Kay making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick back in 2016. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Ripped, but it curls foul. That's towards center. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. So now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. That's in there. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
The 1-2. Just missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. That one misses. Ball 3.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the air, right field. Conine on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Nope, that's a ball.
No score here in the second. late on that fastball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Brooks Baldwin, the next to hit. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Up the middle. Fires over to first. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Christopher Morel. Fought off foul. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. To third. And quickly one away in the second. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 away. Xavier Edwards digs in now. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on. On the ground. Throws across the diamond. Marlins set down. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Miguel Vargas.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
That one just misses. High fly ball right field. Conine drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. On the ground, right side. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Chase Mydroff now at the plate. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. He swings and fouls one off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Ground ball to the right side. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. Back here in Miami, Wilsingy, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going.
Conine went deep in his most recent game. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Next to hit, Javier Sanoja. And that one fouled off. Still tied at 0, last of the third.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
1 out, man at first. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. On the ground right side. The flip, 1 and 2nd, on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Kyle Bauer.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Swings through it for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Start of the 4th, Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Marcy turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Montgomery.
Hey, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. There's a strike. Benintendi wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's a high chopper. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. That one hops against the fence. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Ball 1.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Hit on the ground to short. Lopez. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. The White Sox lead. Bottom of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy. Hard hit left side. 1 pitch and 1 out. Hernandez measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. In the air, right field, Hayes. Under it. Takes it in for the out. Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. This one popped up. Mydroth settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Miami, so up now for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
This to 3rd, Sanoha. On to first. One away here in the fifth. Going one. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Foul ball there. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that skips in the dirt. Out to short. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. He continues. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Well, we saw what he could do last outing, and once again, he's making it look easy, Singy.
Yeah, excellent job keeping these hitters guessing up there. We'll see if he can keep this going.
One away. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Grounded out his first time up. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Ball.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. 2 down. Two down, nobody on. Strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So digging in, Derek Hill. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Brings it in. And there's one away. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal. Line drive, that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone. This one smoked on its way out of here.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
The 0-1.
Nope.
Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. So they're now out of challenges. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. They do it again. Back to back. Homers. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Hayes in the box again. Takes a strike. And that one missing low.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard.
Runner takes off, cut on and miss. To second, but way too late, safe there. Comes the skipper. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jansen Junk, in the game for the first time this season. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And here is Sosa to the plate. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. But no advance. That's ball 1.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Going to count 1 and 2. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're the top half of the 6th. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Picks himself up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Lunging, but can't bring it in. Now the tag at third, and they got him. That'll end it. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja. Foul ball.
You know, these Marlins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
Grounds 1 to short. Montgomery zips it across, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command. I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. And he grounds 1 to the right side. The underhand flip, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here in Miami, we go to the top of the 7th. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. And first offering is fouled off. That clips the corner. Jung measures 6 feet 2 inches, 195 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
0-1 down. Ball 1 there.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
No, that's foul.
Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Liner snagged it first. And up next for Chicago, Kyle Teal.
Aye.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Back here at Lone Depot Park. It's getting late. We're seeing another gem on the mound singing.
Yeah, he carved them up last outing, and here we go again. Same guy, same dominance, dialed in out there.
1 down. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. This one in the air center field. And makes the grab. 2 away now. Pulls that one foul. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him. Third out. Still in. Back here at Lone Depot Park. So up now for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Swings through that one for strike one. In the air, left field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Hauls it in for the out. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Next pitch misses way outside. And that drops in for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 3-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Baldwin stands in here, takes ball 1 low. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Connor Norby. Foul ball there.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That one not close. Ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Number 63. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Here's a 1-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Up the middle, gloves it on the dive, to his knee, the throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Wow, he did everything he could on that.
So they turn things over to the righty, number 63. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. That's a fair ball. Lead runner around second, and that's a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball 1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. On a line. Makes the grab. Throws to second. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman, number 8, Tommy Head. The no-hop.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Fought off foul. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it may be too little, too late. Back here in Miami, all set to start the ninth in this one. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground to third. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. On the ground to first. Morel steps on the bag. Got him.
Up next for Chicago, the left fielder, number 25, Derek Hill.
2 outs, base is empty. Derek Hill will hit next. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it gets by him. And that keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 10.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Into the outfield, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for Chicago, the catcher, number 8,
Kyle Teal. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 6-1.
Up next for Chicago.
So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boog. A huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game.
Ripped on a line to center. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. You're watching Miami Marlins. Back here in Lone Depot Park. And at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Foul ball. Way out front for strike 2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
This one in the air, center field. Baldwin settles under this one. And there's 2 away. Marlins down to their final out. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Heriberto Hernandez. No question about this one. It's out of here. He circles the bases, and they're chipping away. It's 6-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just did a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
To third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Now, Connor Norton. And that one is lifted in the air. Baldwin should have this one. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take game.
Gemini child, it was real.